And welcome once again to another episode of S2E17 Productions presents
J&M Solve the World
After Dark.
I am James.
And I am Matt. And with us in studio, you know him, you love him. To our tens of listeners, I give you young Mr. Aiden.
What's up?
Aiden, who you got with you this week?
Oh, my best friend, Jalon. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
You know, because there is so much electricity in the air,
Ooh, I can feel it.
it's time for shots.
Shots.
And we're going to... There we go. Salud.
Salud is for our good brother, D. White.
From
in
Florida.
We love Dwight.
Sure do.
Now,
Love
what
it and
we
miss
just...
Too bad you ain't on pussy whip night. I mean, date night.
God damn.
What we just had a shot of was a mint julep moonshine
That's kind of tasty.
from MB Rollin Distillery in Pembroke, Kentucky.
MB rolling.
The reason why I'm actually mentioning them by name is the owner.
Did they give you $5?
No, the owner is a fellow Currahee. Currahee, what is it? Cherokee for stands alone.
Okay.
It's a mountain in Toccoa, Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Mount Currahee. It's where the 506 was originated. The HBO series Band of Brothers.
Okay.
I was in 1st Battalion 506. The owner and originator of MB Rollin was in 2506.
Oh, cool.
So
shout out.
shout out to my Currahee brethren.
There you go.
We are standing alone together. And all the way in backwoods Missouri, enjoying the mint julep moonshine.
That's pretty tasty. That could make you fall down an escalator.
That can make your clothes fall off in the pool.
God.
That's all I'm saying.
Panty dropping.
Speaking from experience.
Yes.
This
Yes, we
little
are.
part, yes.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
On both accounts. And I'll let you figure out which one we're talking about here.
Shut the hell up, dude.
So earlier tonight, we were talking about different political presidents, if you
I
will.
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I did not.
Monica Lewinsky.
I may have nutted on that blue dress, but I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
But my
Hillary
cigars
was-
tasted very good after that experience.
Hillary was with me the whole night. We created Chelsea from an AI.
This AI technology be too good nowadays.
You know,
I think that was just a sperm donor at that point.
Gianni Russo has a great story in his book about being in Australia during 9/11. And he was down there partying at a casino, and there was...
A casino?
Yeah, casino.
English.
Second language. Jive is my first language. But anyways, they were down there partying, and he notices that there's a bunch of dudes standing around in black suits, sunglasses, and earbuds. And yeah, it was former President Bill Clinton. There may or may not have been some women all around
No.
Bill,
No.
if you will. Oh.
No.
Oh,
sure-
no.
No, surely not.
I cannot confirm nor deny, but I'll tell you what the book says. And there's a certain former Secretary of State who tried to get the book or get that part of the book taken out.
Cover up.
But yeah, he was partying it up, living it up with the ladies in Australia.
No.
Right after 9/11, Helicopters landed on the roof of the hotel, and there was dudes scaling down the sides. Secret Service rushing Bill out of the hotel. And had Gianni not said something, they would have been stuck in Australia.
Wow.
It took them, I think the book said like 4 days to get from Australia back to New York.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah, because of no flies.
right, but at that situation, all former presidents and current were flown to an undisclosed location in the United States.
That's because they all seen the aliens.
Maybe so. But, I mean, that was, let's see, 2001. That would have been Reagan, George H.W.,
Carter.
Carter, obviously, Clinton,
Right.
and G.W.
Hey, Bush pleads the fifth.
Look, man.
Bush goes, I haven't been drinking.
Look,
I plead the fifth.
Bill Clinton is the president that I would love to sit down and have a fucking drink with.
Can we get him on the podcast?
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
That
That'd
would
be
be-
awesome as fuck.
Leave his wife and her emails out of it, though.
Well, yeah, you'd have to.
no,
you'd have
no,
to
no.
set a
Hang on.
guideline
Hang
before
on.
we started. But
Hang on. Let me rephrase that again.
his wife's had the email problem.
We
Not Bill.
are
No, I
wanting.
said leave his wife and her email
oh,
problems
yeah.
out.
Right.
We are wanting Bill Clinton,
Yeah, we're
the
not
fucking
wanting. We're
podcast.
not wanting
former president.
president. We're wanting Bill
Yeah.
Clinton from Arkansas.
Yeah. Former
our
governor of the state of Arkansas.
Yep.
Now, GW,
I'd like to have him on the podcast too. I
Dude.
think that'd be.
I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. But that's a motherfucker that I would smoke a fucking bowl with.
Hell yeah.
I would straight up fucking blaze it up, blaze it up.
420
You know,
every
it
day.
is legal in Missouri now, so we could actually smoke weed on the podcast.
Speaking of weed, it is almost 420.
Ooh, yes, you're right. Getting close. The holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Now, last year, around this time, I was in Phoenix, Arizona, where weed has been legal for a hot minute.
Right.
Now, two guys that I was out there working with, one I may or may not be related to,
Warner.
decided at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon on 420, dude, we should totally get some weed and smoke it out tonight. You couldn't get into a fucking dispensary anywhere in Phoenix.
Right.
We pull up to one, and
That
there's
means
like,
I need to go to Buffalo tomorrow because 420 is coming up. So
yep.
Gotta get that shit early.
yeah,
Um,
you can order it online now and go through the drive-through.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
but we pulled up to one place, and there was only a couple people in line, and he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm getting out," and he hops out and he runs up to the door, and the door guy's like, "All right, let me see your card," and this person was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh no, this is the medicinal door. Recreational door is around the corner." That line snaked around like a fucking city block.
Kind of like going to a rock concert, right?
Yeah, and the dude was like, "Bro, you're not getting in before midnight."
No, they were definitely like, hey, man, pass that to the back of the line. Come on now.
Well, okay,
You're like going,
so
"But shit, I used to buy this shit from Johnny on the corner. I could like go down there in like 5 minutes. I had my shit.
Man, what kind of shit are we smoking, man?
You know
going
what?
in-
Got on the subject, but off the subject is like, what happens to the poor fucking pot dealers?
fuck them motherfuckers.
them guys who
Step
used-
your game up.
Them
Ooh.
guys who used to deal their shit, and you could do it, go buy a bag or whatever. You know?
They was probably like, screw the pot. We going to crack now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Fuck them motherfuckers. I can make
They
I
was
can make
saying-
meth in my bathtub, yo.
Hell yeah.
They were the same motherfuckers that was like going that made pot a what's the word I'm looking for, a
Gateway.
gateway drug, because they were like, you just went to go buy a bag of weed, And they're like, go, hey, man, have you tried this shit? Have you tried this shit? You need to try this shit.
And this is straight from California, bro.
Yo, man, I got that Afghan red, yo.
Yes, sir.
You know, and everybody's like,
And
okay, you know, and just a normal pot smoker that wanted to smoke a little weed and go to sleep got hooked on meth because of them motherfuckers.
God.
Now,
Rough
okay,
night, buddy.
Yes.
the way it works in Phoenix, and I'll say this in Phoenix because I've not been in any other dispensary in the United States. You walk in, the security guard, and this is not your fucking run-of-the-mill fucking storage unit fucking security guard. No, this dude is fucking locked, cocked, ready to fucking rock. He checks to make sure that your ID is legal, that it's legit. Then you walk up to this window, you pass your ID through a fucking, like, a slider box, if you will, and they check you in the system, and as a first-time customer, you get a buy one, get one free. And then you wait on the couch. Once they check you in, you wait on the couch. Dude opens up the door and says, all right, you, and he calls your name.
Because you're waiting on the pot technician to come get you.
No, you're waiting on the security guard on the inside to come get you, to tell you what register you're going to go to your quote-unquote dealer. Now, that dealer is going to answer all your questions. The difference between an indica and a sativa and a hybrid. Yeah. The difference between, a
Sounds
flower
similar.
versus...
Sounds similar to Missouri. I have not been. I have heard. But you have to wait in line for basically your pot
Your professional
comes and gets you, and they take you back, and
They explain everything
what
to
are
you.
what are you looking for?
Right.
And,
What purpose do you need it for?
right. Da da da. And they'll sell you back or gummies or whatever the fuck you're looking for.
Drink, capsule. They got all kinds
Now-
of shit now.
Yeah. See, he knows the lingo way more
Now,
than I do.
there was...
They got like drinks now.
Oh,
you
there
can
was-
drink.
Yeah.
And there's like little pills you can take as well.
I may or may not have had said pill earlier today. But my quote-unquote dealer in Phoenix, she was telling me about what she likes to do once a month. She'll get 100 milligram root beer. And
Makes your period better.
No.
You
Gets-
said once a month.
Right. Well, she does it once a month because 100 milligrams is a fucking big deal
Right.
of THC.
That is
But she'll get like a gallon of
I can
Breyers.
see a girl on her period, 100 milligrams, like, fuck it, I'm sleeping for 5 days. Fuck y'all.
Hell yeah.
She'll
I
get
ain't gotta
a,
listen to your problems.
Somebody came in and changed my pad. Fuck you.
No, but I bet she was feeling good after that one.
well, she'll get a gallon of Breyers vanilla bean ice cream,
Oh,
and she'll make fucking root beer floats.
okay. She going somewhere with that one.
Right. And she'll sit there and fucking eat that, watch a movie, and be fucking good to hook. Now,
I'm about to try that.
last time I was out in Phoenix, I may or may not have went to this place and got a 10 of gummies that was 100 milligrams, and it was 10 gummies, and each
God.
gummy is split in half, so it says 5 and 5. So you can take 5 milligrams at a time. And I may or may not have gotten those and a Rice Krispie treat,
And you brought that back into Missouri illegally.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Supposedly.
In theory,
Cannot confirm or deny.
I may or may not have gotten these aluminum bags through security in my carry-on luggage. Allegedly.
As long as
Allegedly.
you put your shave
that's
kit on
weird.
top of it, you're okay.
Shave kit, really? Have you seen our videos? I'm not fucking shaving.
But you can have a shave kit.
No, actually, on a carry-on bag, you can't have a razor
Why?
because it's considered a weapon.
That's bullshit.
Razor.
You are correct.
We went on our cruise. One of the guys flew into New Orleans,
Okay.
and he was able to smuggle a bag of scotch
Wow.
onto the ship because it was in like an IV bag,
Okay.
which the only thing that shows up on the deal is the cap,
Yeah.
and he put his shave kit on top of it.
Okay.
And in his shave kit, he also had a pocket knife.
Wow.
And
Okay.
he flew from
My boy's
Texas.
smart.
He flew from Texas to New Orleans with all that.
Did he check it or did he carry it?
I don't know.
Right.
What's the difference?
Because if you check it, you can have that stuff because that goes into the belly of
He
the
checked
plane.
it. He checked it. Yeah.
There it is. Because if you carry it, you can't even. I mean, there's like some fingernail clippers you can't even have on a carry-on.
Wow, this world is too soft nowadays.
No, well, it all stems from 9/11.
Watch,
Yeah, I mean,
Because
but it's
that was-
fingernail clippers. Like, come
yeah,
on now.
Watch the movies from the 70s. They were smoking on the fucking plane.
Yeah, they were.
I mean,
Sounds like a blast, honestly.
honestly, yeah.
Now, some international flights you are still able to smoke on.
Wow.
And if you're on a plane, you'll notice that the ashtray is still there because it's cheaper to continue using those seat frames than it is to have new seat frames.
So if you can still smoke on some planes, do they have special rooms for like different sections of the planes, like smoking, not smoking?
No,
Just
if you're a poor, like those of us in this room,
wow.
you're sitting back
out
in
everybody.
coach. And in coach, you're pretty much fucking while the person next to you is fucking smoking like Andy.
Fair enough. Or you currently?
But if you're in first class, then you're up there smoking some dank ass cigars, and nobody gives a fuck.
You're fucking.
Live life.
It's all about them. No sticks, no stems, no seeds.
I think I've talked about this before, but it's like I need to quit smoking. But whenever I go to these shrine functions and stuff at the hotels and everything, some of my best conversations are outside with the other smokers. Because
I feel like-
inside at the hospitality room, people kind of group off in their own groups, you know, who they're with and everything. I mean, we got guys from all over the country, but they kind of group off in their own group. But when you go outside and smoke, it's everybody.
Yeah.
I've had conversations with people from fucking Mexico City, from fucking all over the fucking world, just outside smoking.
I feel like smoking brings people together. It's like
Yeah,
you smoke, you're gonna like have a great conversation with
Well,
somebody else.
there's-
It's just be like that.
Yeah,
There's no I don't want to say soft people that smoke, but you're not gonna find a fucking bitch.
right.
I'm not gonna say a Karen because I have two aunts that are named Karen that are just fucking badass. One of them, I may or may not have video of her dancing on the bar at Coyote Ugly in Nashville.
Cool.
Wow.
Like
That's
fucking
crazy.
7 years ago, 8 years ago.
It's a long time.
But what I'm saying is, I mean,
For you, not for me.
My fault.
When you step outside to have a smoke, and you see people that you've seen, or even people that's not even in your group, and you just walk up and go, "This is my opening line." It's like, "Is this where all the cool kids hang out?" They're like, "Yeah, you know."
Yeah,
And
man.
you start talking. It's like, "So where are you from?" "I'm from fucking Atlanta, Georgia." "I'm from fucking New York City."
And just from that single conversation, you can go
You just
places
break
with that.
Exactly. Yeah, you just break into a conversation.
Well,
I'm
okay.
not, now, I'm not recommending smoking for anybody,
No.
but I'm just saying that it's
Now-
a cool way to break the ice and visit with people.
Now, I may or may not have used this pickup line in Australia.
Let's hear it.
The greatest pickup line in Australia for an American.
Okay.
You like it in the butt?
No. Excuse me. Do you know what time it is?
Okay.
Because they hear that quote unquote American accent.
Uh,
And it's just like fucking boom. You don't realize
It's kind
how,
of like the girls here, their panties fall off when they hear an Australian accent
or an English
For real.
or
accent,
an English accent.
or Irish,
Any
or-
accent.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
French.
any accent is,
Redneck.
hey baby, you look pretty cute in them jeans.
Excuse me. I have a boyfriend.
I've got a boyfriend and he's like totally a football player.
6'2".
So if you're in the United States, you walk up to a hot chick and go, "Excuse me, could you pass me the time?" And they're like,
Or
Panties dripping.
pardon me.
Especially if she's redhead. Of course, her feet are always wet anyway because
Fair, yeah,
You
fair
know about
enough.
redheads.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
God.
she's like, "I don't know. Would you check?" And she puts her butt up in your face.
Okay. There
You got any of that spicy mustard? I mean, what sounds better? Do you have any Grey Poupon? Or you got any of that spicy mustard?
No, the first one for real. All right, so on the topic of pickup lines, everybody should drop their best.
Oh God!
I mean, I just
We got Matt's, so
now that was in Australia.
in Australia. Okay.
Now in Springfield, back in the '90s,
Matt was like, "I'm in a band."
I'm in a band.
Damn straight.
I mean, I may or may not have. I cannot confirm nor deny. Dated a dancer or two.
I can
At the same
confirm.
time, or
I cannot confirm nor deny
God,
that I may have dated a dancer or two.
He
Big-
dated
big
this one,
pimp.
he dated this one girl. I don't think she was a dancer though.
Yet.
yet.
That she was beautiful, and we were trying to get together what we were going to put on her album cover. And your Grammy suggested, why don't we put her in the middle of you guys naked? She had long blonde hair,
Okay.
which would have covered her tits,
Yep.
and she could have had a bikini, whatever bottom on, but you couldn't have seen it in the picture. And then had us, two of us on one side
A
of her.
bikini
two
that
of
said
us-
blindside.
Well, there you go. The two of us on the other side, and we would have had patches over the eye on the side that she was on. Blindside.
Wow.
That's nice.
That's
And-
good.
and-
That's clever.
That would have been fucking cool as hell, but she wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we got a picture
How
of Chris
lame.
grabbing his crotch when he was 2 years old.
Still iconic though.
So, yeah. But it's like, that would have been.
Want you some, get you some. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's perfect.
See, that was the pickup line right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, want you some,
Want
get
you some?
Why?
Get you some.
And Matt had a line of bullshit. I don't know how he didn't talk her into doing that shit. I mean, we wouldn't have had to see her naked. She could have walked in, sat down, done the thing, and we could have come in, took pictures, walked away. She could have got up and
I could have took
All
her
been
out
calm.
to dinner again, and
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
bada
hell,
boom, bada bang. Yeah. Hey, I'm in there.
we'd all give you $10 and you could have took a Red Lobster.
Oh shit.
Why would I do that? I don't eat seafood.
She would have ate seafood. You could have ate steak.
Ah, yes.
I mean, later that night you gonna be
Yeah,
eating
you
the
coulda looked-
seafood.
you
I'm
coulda-
just
Whoa,
playing. I'm just
whoa,
playing.
whoa.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I guess we should have offered her at least $20 a piece, and then she'd have got paid, and Matt might have got to eat seafood that night.
For real.
I mean,
Oh wait, Matt don't eat seafood.
if it's smelling like seafood, I'm sorry. I if it smells like seafood, I'm not eating.
You gonna tell her?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that.
You gonna be straight up with her?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Like, damn, your shit stank.
Yes. Because okay, here's the thing.
You know the trick, guys. Do you younger fellas know the trick?
Oh no, I know the trick.
No, I don't know the trick. You
don't know the trick? Okay, I'm gonna fill you in. When you make it out, then you get down and you're sucking on the titties.
Yep.
You reach the hand down, start playing with the puss.
Always.
And before you commit
This guy's ahead of schedule.
And before you commit your face, you bring the hand up and smell your fingers.
Okay.
Be like, hold on, I'm just itching my nose.
It's like, that's some naked shit, and you don't have to go down. But once you come off the titties and go down the belly, you're committed. You gotta lick that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got to remember this.
So if you go down, do the smell taste first, and then come up and like, oh shit, I got to get to work in the morning. I'm sorry.
I mean, when you're talking about that
funny story to
sticky, icky, that dank ass shit is good. But when you're talking about that pink, sticky, wet,
Okay.
you don't want that stank. Because it's the same thing as you don't want
unless you want to earn your Red Wings.
I got a funny story. Since we're on this topic.
May or may not have happened in Idaho.
So this girl that I've been hanging out with, so we ended up, doing the dirty, but like midway through it, she was getting boring. So I texted my homie, I was like, all right, give me 15 minutes and then call me and makes up some lame ass bullshit excuse. So we're like halfway through. He calls me, he's like, bro, can you give me a ride to the hospital? My mom just passed out, bro. And my dad is not in town. So I was like, yeah, bro, I got you. So I told the girl what was happening. I put my drawers back on and I left midway through it. And I'm not going to disclose the name, but she was low-key bored, I'm not going to lie.
That's some bad karma right there. Because the next day, his dad could have ended up in the hospital.
Well, it didn't happen, though. It didn't happen, though.
This is grandpa.
Now, see,
bro, that's fucked up, bro.
what's going to happen in the future, some chick is going to be down on him, be like halfway through it, bring. She's going to hear this.
Still hit, though. Nah, come on now.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, it's my sister. Oh, I got to go.
Still hit, though.
Peace out.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Karma, man. Karma.
what the?
My what I got to say is that still hit, though. Still hit, though.
So,
What do you got to say to that? You still went down on me.
No, I didn't.
Still hit, though.
No, I didn't. I don't care what your mom says.
Wow.
Oh, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Nah,
you don't know that
we
story.
ain't gotta go through this. We ain't gotta go through this.
tell me that one.
We ain't gotta do this.
So
Man, this is fucked up.
we're setting.
So when Aiden came out, when he was born.
Hold on. Let Matt say his part right here.
Oh, hang on. If Matt would have been there, Aiden could have walked up to him and beat him on the forehead and said, "Thank you, motherfucker."
So we're sitting there out in the dining room.
Oh God.
And we're playing Cards Against Humanity.
Funny game, by the way.
And at the time, little Mr. Aiden, everything
Little.
was gay.
Wow.
Everything was gay. Oh man, that's gay. You're gay. That's gay. That's gay. And finally,
Still be
in the
like
middle of
that
the game,
sometimes.
I'm like, I've had enough. And I'm like, really? Why don't you ask your mom? And Aiden just stops,
Oh shit.
looks at me, and says, "Are you my dad?"
Swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
It took everything that everybody had not to fall out of their chair. Only those in the know. And I told his mom about it, and she busted up laughing. And so it's been father
That's where father
and-
comes
and-
from.
and boy.
Father.
But
He's
hand
not
to
my father.
God, I am not his
You
father.
are not the father.
You are not the father.
Thank you, Maury Povich.
Wow, you're supposed to break down crying.
Why?
Why?
You're supposed to go, yeah! What the fuck?
Damn, I didn't want to raise this retard anyways.
But see, that's the thing is, if I had another child, I couldn't consciously tell my daughter that she was my favorite.
Wow.
She likes to point out, but I'm your only one, Dad. I'm like, exactly. That's why you're my favorite.
Oh, so you're saying Aiden's your favorite?
Wait.
I've never told Aiden that he was my favorite.
Damn.
He has let me down.
What? How? Go ahead and explain.
I mean, how many touchdowns has he ran for?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck.
How many? 0?
Actually, it's been one.
I mean, I got
Sophomore
5.
year.
I got 5 my freshman year.
Good for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean,
Hey, just wait for this season. Just wait for this season. You'll be changing your mind on everything. You'll be like, damn, he my favorite. Just wait.
I don't know.
I'll be running back this year.
Yeah.
But say, I mean, that's the thing though, is you don't have my legs.
Oh my god. Genetics.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll show you a picture of my daughter. She has my legs. She has my
I'm surprised
fucking.
you don't have your mom's legs because your mom had some.
Mom's got big calves.
Yeah.
So does our coach. Our coach got bigger calves than my head.
Oh yeah.
They're huge.
But
I highly doubt your coach's calves are bigger than mine.
He got big calves.
He does got.
He got big calves.
I mean, I'm just saying. Last time I measured them,
Big calves.
What the hell?
when I was in the Army after I had hip surgery, they measured my calves at 17 and a half inches.
That's crazy.
Lord.
Look at these things.
And look at these.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna put
17 and
mine
a
out.
half inch calves. I had 18-inch biceps when I graduated high school.
Oh, you had them 18-inch
Biceps. Oh yeah. 18-inch biceps, 18-inch neck, fucking 34-inch waist, 210
Yeah, my
pounds.
inches
Wait,
went somewhere
whoa,
else. I'd be
whoa,
taller.
whoa.
I'd be taller, but my inches went somewhere else.
Let's back that up a little bit.
I got the
A little
double
bit
package.
there.
What?
You said 18-inch dick,
No, I said 18-inch biceps,
right?
18-inch neck.
Oh, neck. Oh.
I thought he said dick too.
Yeah, I was like,
heard it.
It's like,
damn,
whoa.
dude. You were in the way wrong fucking industry.
Yeah, my boy's part horse. Holy.
No. I'd have been
And he
fucking-
stayed at Bill Roberts?
I'd have been Ron Jeremy. Fuck you. I'm coming for your title, brother. Oh, yeah.
So how did he keep working at Bill Roberts at an 18-inch dick?
Your G-Paw would have been fucking hedgehog number 2.
God, G-Paw slanging. Oh God.
I'd have been a slender, muscular version of Ron Jeremy.
I don't know. I mean, if you go back and you look at some of his early shit from the 70s,
He wasn't that built.
he wasn't, but he wasn't as fucking fat as he was when he was still a teacher.
But in 1985, I'd have been the ripped Ron Jeremy.
Maybe
Yeah,
so.
if I'd have had an 18-inch dick.
What are you,
But I didn't. So
you over there taking pictures?
Hey,
No,
what are you doing, man?
snapping hose.
Hey, my G-Paw's got an 18-inch dick. What up?
What up with it? Yeah, you just mad your grandpa ain't got that big of a dick. Come on, man.
it's like, damn, I'm surprised Grammy can walk. What's
God, we ain't gotta go there. Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight. That's crazy. No, but I was snapping hose. My fault.
All I got to say is it's a little uncomfortable when you get up in the morning and your grandpa ain't up yet. He's still in the bedroom.
What do you mean by
sawing
that?
logs.
Up on what?
Your grandpa's still sitting in bed, laying in
Okay,
bed,
okay.
sawing logs.
Damn.
And then your grandma, hey, wake up, closes the door, and then you got to get up from the dining room table to go in the other room.
That's when you should put your earbuds in.
That's when I leave the room, because it's like, number one, damn, I ain't getting laid. And number
That's
two,
why you was watching Netflix earlier.
and number two, it was like, damn, I'm not getting laid. Yeah, I mean, but in all honesty,
They're
in
not
all
done yet.
seriousness,
They're not done yet. Fuck.
God. 2 hours.
for as
Shit.
long as they have been together, and the love is still that real, that's fucking goals right there.
Man, it'd be 2 months and they'd be done with me, bro. It just be like that.
Do what?
Be 2 months and they'd be like, nah, I don't. It ain't working out.
Bro, your GMA and your GPA have already hit 2 decades.
That's crazy.
2.5.
And then some.
Yep.
Almost 3. Yeah, it was pretty sickening when we would play shows in Bolivar and, you know, my quote-unquote hose wouldn't travel all the way to Bolivar, and they're sitting there sucking fakes, and I'm looking at He Who Shall Not Be Named and
God.
Chris, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. And then we go to Springfield, and one of my ladies would come see us, and they're still sucking face, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. Because I got to drive back to Buffalo, or I got to drive back to fucking Lebanon to go to sleep because my quote-unquote hose, as the young kids call them nowadays, didn't live in Springfield.
What would you call it then?
My ladies.
My ladies. Okay.
My lady friends.
Okay. But they be hoes nowadays.
Yup.
Okay, so that's when you hit it with the pickup line. Back on the presidential topic, you'd be like, I'm not Abraham, but when we Lincoln.
Yo, so Friday, you could have used the line, you know, I ain't John Wilkes Booth, but I'll give you a shot to the head.
Shit. Okay. R.I.P. my boy Lincoln, bro.
Because April 14th was the day that John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in the head at the fucking Ford Theater.
How that broken leg, huh? How was that broken leg?
Have you heard about the John F. Kennedy shot?
Oh, the whole fucking conspiracy? Or
No,
no.
the drink.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a Sam Adams with the head blowed off.
Oh my god. That is wow.
Or what?
Well, I mean, there's the whole conspiracy that Lincoln's Secretary of State was named Kennedy.
Oh, I heard about this.
And Kennedy's Secretary of State was named Lincoln.
Yeah.
And Kennedy got shot in the Ford Theater. Or Lincoln got shot in the Ford Theater. And Kennedy got shot in a Ford.
And weren't they like 100 years apart?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
I mean, that's just like straight.
That's wild. I love conspiracies.
Me too.
No, you.
Oh, hang on. Let me,
Some X-Files bullshit.
maybe. I don't know. Fuck it.
I think it's all a conspiracy because if you ever notice, and I don't care what president it is, they've got all these plans. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And they get elected. And then some guys in some black suits come walking in, and they go, okay, you need to follow us. This is what's going on. You need to shut the fuck up.
Enough of that bullshit.
You can talk your shit, but this is what's really fucking going on.
Oh, another part of the Kennedy Lincoln thing. Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a man with 3 names. Kennedy was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald, a man with 3 names. Oh.
We all have 3 names.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they were known as those 3 names.
But we all have 3 names.
But we all know what happened to Kennedy.
But we all have 3 names.
Not everybody.
But do you think people come up to being like,
Most
or
people
like
have
when they
a
refer to
first,
me?
middle, and last name.
Harry Truman
They said the same.
had
They said the same thing about serial killers.
Oh,
If you ever know serial killers are all got 3 names, it's like, We've all got fucking three names.
Yeah.
What about Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jalon, you got a middle name, don't you?
Yep, Jeremy
Jeremy. Jalon, Jeremy.
Hawkins.
There you go.
JJH.
That sounds like a serial killer name.
Oh my
What you be doing in your free time?
Jalon, Jeremy Hawkins.
Get my KD.
That
up.
sounds like a fucking serial killer.
You better get that ace.
You know what's bad? Like 6 months down the road, we're gonna find out about him slaughtering young women.
Wow,
Oh,
not
my
the
God.
women.
Jalon Jeremy Hawkins. He was on our podcast. they're gonna interview us, and we're like going, he seemed like a nice kid.
Damn, slaughtering women because he get no play.
He seemed like a very nice boy.
He was quiet. and seemed
Man,
like a
he
very-
was my best friend. How you doing all this?
He was kind to animals, and I don't know what the fuck, man. Shit.
Harry
Play
Truman
GTA with this kid.
only had two names. The S was made up when he ran for president
Whoa.
because they said that Harry Truman would not get elected without a middle name. So he made up the S. He just decided, oh, that sounds about right.
But you gotta look back at
Harry shit.
like way back in ancient England, like Robin Hood.
Yep. Men in tights?
No,
Oh, damn it.
but like
Good movie,
they were
though.
named after where they lived.
Right. Robin of Locksley.
Robin of Locksley.
Yes.
You know, and shit like that.
The Duke of Earl.
Yeah.
The Duke
Earl,
of Sandwich.
Earl. He invented the sandwich, actually.
Yes.
Really?
Did you
Yes.
know that?
No.
That's where the sandwich came from. Was the Duke of Sandwich created? It's like, goddamn, we're eating all this fucking meat by our hands and shit, and we got bread over here. It's like, well, we'd like rip this bread apart and put the meat in between it. That's where.
Whoa. So we call it the sandwich.
Yep.
Yes.
Then how did he come up with that name?
The Earl of Sandwich.
It's just like the Earl of York. In America, it's New York.
No. Because there was a York in England.
Right. But in America, it was New York.
Right.
In England, it was York. You had the Earl of York or the Duke of York or whatever of York. York was a region in England.
It was a city, too.
Right.
Because Braveheart sacked York.
Yeah. But you know
The
what?
town.
Fuck them motherfuckers. They're just jealous because we're a 2-0 World War champions. Boom. Mic drop.
Get that shit out of here.
I like when Herbie.
Don't want none. Ain't gonna be none.
When
Fuck
Herbie
around
was,
and find out.
when Herbie was stationed over in England the first time, 4th of July came up, and there's a bunch of American GIs and everything. They was having a party and everything, and they put a sign on their fence outside their house that said USA 1, England 0.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
4th of July.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
But they had a bunch of Brits coming. Yeah, you got us. And they come in and they fucking ate hot dogs and hamburgers and shit.
Well, but the Queen, until she died, still considered the United States the colonist. Bitch, we ain't been fucking colonies for over 200 fucking years.
And now you did.
If we'd have been colonies, you'd have been speaking German.
And besides the point, the United States won. Betty White 99, Queen Elizabeth II 96. What's up?
What up,
What's up?
bitch?
We actually beat them twice.
I mean,
77-6, beat them. War of 1812.
1776,
Beat 'em.
1812.
It's tough.
I mean, sucks to be y'all.
Of course, I guess the biggest thing we had in our favor
World
then
Cup, can't
was
forget about that.
we weren't just English. We were English, we were Irish, we were German, we were
French.
French, and whoever the fuck.
And believe it or not, the frogs of England, if you will, the ones that are known to throw down their arms against everybody, France was the first country in the world to recognize the United States as a true country.
That's what I was going to talk about.
Let's go, France.
We're talking about, the bullshit with people and their sayings and everything.
Yeah.
Because remember after when we invaded Iraq.
Oil.
and-
Operation Iraqi Freedom, man. They were going to call it Operation Iraqi Liberation, but it spelled out oil. So they said no.
But France said, nah, we're not helping out on that shit. And everybody in the United States was like, well, fuck, we ain't going to call them French fries anymore. They're freedom fries and French's mustard and blah, 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 blah. It's like, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Because France gave us a fucking Statue of Liberty.
That's real.
We wouldn't be a nation without France.
For real.
That's right.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
have fries without
No,
France.
something that,
Well,
no,
okay.
French fries were invented in Greece.
Oh.
Get it? They're-
Well, it's the same thing as the German chocolate cake. It was not invented in the country of Germany. The German chocolate cake is named after the guy that invented the cake. His name was German. Because there are no fucking coconut trees in Germany.
Right.
A few moments later.
Unless they had some trade routes from
Still,
Hawaii.
the coconut tree is not going to survive in the environment
But I
of
mean,
Germany.
if they had some way of transporting coconut to Germany.
Right, but still. And a German chocolate cake, I mean, a chocolate cake with fucking coconut? Really?
Gross.
That's like a fucking carrot cake.
Ew.
I don't want my cake to be
Carrot
fucking
cake is
healthy.
actually good. Don't diss.
Stop.
It's good.
Cake should not be healthy.
It's still good though.
Cake should not be healthy.
Straight diss.
If I'm eating fatty foods and I'm getting fat, I want that fatty food to taste good. So I don't want fucking coconut or carrot in it. No, I want fucking high fructose.
So you don't like coconut?
Ew, no.
No.
Nasty.
No,
Oh, you're a weirdo. I like coconut.
really?
You like coconut?
Nope.
You don't like coconut
Not
either?
at all.
You've
Really?
known me for over 30 years, and you're just now realizing that I'm a weirdo.
Been
No,
there,
I've known that for a while. I'd take a pinch of coconut and stick it in my cheek like a chew of fucking Red Band and suck on that. Oh yeah, that's good shit.
You're
No.
probably one of those guys that'll eat a fucking lobster tail too.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell no.
Look,
I'll eat a tail that tastes like lobster. Oh,
I mean, I've known to eat at Taylor too, but I mean they weren't at Red Lobster.
Okay, but
And the fact that you're eating a lobster tail in a landlocked state is beyond me.
no, I ate a lobster tail on the fucking cruise ship in the Caribbean.
beat that.
I ate a whole lobster, not just a tail.
I've ate at a pub in Seattle. Walking up to the pub, saw them cranking up the baskets with crab, and I had crab legs there, and still.
You just needed a sound effect at that point.
Yeah. Maybe at one point when we get enough money, we'll have the puking sound effect. I don't know, but no, I mean I can honestly say that I have tried seafood in California, Hawaii, Seattle, Japan, Korea.
You ate dog in Korea.
Yeah, I did.
You ate dog?
Yeah,
Wow.
and it was good.
You're
It was
sick.
good.
You're
Fuck yeah.
sick.
Okay,
What about cat?
I don't know.
I've
you
ate
don't get
pussy.
none.
I've ate
I'm just
pussy
playing.
before.
Yeah, I've ate pussy
Pretty
before
tasty.
too. A lot. When I was in Korea, I wanted something
Damn straight.
that was red meat and
Unless
that
you get a
was
little too
authentic.
low, it'll taste a little funky.
That's all I asked for.
Slip of the tongue, you're in deep shit.
They brought out a plate, and it was
Not the
medium
brown
rare,
eye.
just the way I wanted
It's
it.
okay if it's clean.
I ate it.
Yeah.
I ate half of it, and I'm like, "What is this?" And they said it was Doberman Pinscher. And I was halfway through, and my first reaction was, "Bleh." But I was like, "This fucking plate is expensive, and it tastes fucking good. Fuck it. Let me get a little bit of A1."
Man, that was my dog Buster.
And I fucking, I
Buster.
finished the plate. I didn't order any more, but I finished that plate, and it was good. But there's a reason why there are not stray cats and dogs in Japan and Korea.
You eat them.
Might be eating them all.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
We used to claim this Chinese place over in Bolivar. There was no cats and dogs behind it because they served cashew kitty.
God. What was it called, though?
Korea House.
Nope.
Yes.
No, Korea House. That was over there by the overpass.
Oh. I was thinking the
it's-
other Asian place that had cashew kitty.
No.
There's one by Aldi's.
Did you know that cashew chicken was invented in Southwest Missouri?
Springfield, Missouri.
Wow.
I was giving it to the region.
No.
Uh,
Springfield. I'll give it to Springfield style cashew chicken. For any of those of
Brownie
you who are
points for
listening
Missouri.
from other states and regions,
Our tens of listeners.
our tens of listeners, the cashew chicken was invented in Springfield, Missouri.
Here's something else, a little bit of useless information, if you will. If you ever go to a restaurant and they have beer cheese dip, the person that
Matt
brought
did not make it.
that is correct. The person that brought that recipe to them was either stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, born in Clarksville, Kentucky, or Clarksville, Tennessee, or went to Austin Peay State University in Tennessee. The Black Horse Pub in Clarksville, Tennessee, is where beer cheese dip originated.
Wow.
Yes. Next.
So, Jelon, you haven't spoke a lot.
You said what?
Said you haven't spoke a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So, you're a senior coming up this year?
What?
You're going to be a senior this year? Or
No, I'm gonna be a sophomore.
be a sophomore?
Yep.
Cool.
Freshy.
So how do you know? How do you know my boy Aiden?
I mean, I've known him since last year when I moved here.
Where'd you move from?
Texas,
Texas. Where at in Texas?
Dallas.
Okay, so being in Dallas,
So, a Cowboys fan?
Yeah. No.
No,
Nasty
you're not-
ass.
let me ask:
Cowboys.
What?
In-N-Out Burger
Cowboys.
or Whataburger?
In and out.
You have got to be the first Texan I've ever met that said In-N-Out over Whataburger.
I don't know. I just didn't like the Whataburger. Like,
Bro, Whataburger is so good.
nah.
Their
It's like
shakes,
Arby's
great.
with their sliders.
Fries, great. Burgers, great.
We've got one in Raymore now. There's one in Raymore, one in Lee Summit, one in Overland Park, and there's one about to go into North Kansas City. All
Ain't there one
because
in Republic?
I don't know.
I'm
I
pretty
live
sure
in Kansas City,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure they just put one in Republic.
I live in Kansas City. All those places I just named are around Kansas City.
Yeah, they got one in Republic.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
close to
I
us.
do know
So,
that.
when you're down here, you can go to Republic, get you a Whataburger.
Yep.
Why? I haven't even went to the one in Raymore.
Why?
Because the line is fucking stupid. At 6 o'clock in the morning, yes, I would love to have a fucking burger. But I'm not waiting in a 15-minute line when I've got to
They
drive.
open 24 hours.
I
This-
understand
this is-
that,
this
but I
is-
got to go to the gym first.
He's got to go to the gym first, and so after he gets out of the gym, he wants to go eat a Whataburger. But that sounds kind of counterproductive.
Not really.
I'm not
because
gonna
if you
lie.
work out hard enough and you keep your heart rate up high enough, the first hour, everything you eat is burned because of your heart rate and your metabolism.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
I'm not gonna lie. After the gym
But
a
if,
couple
but,
times,
but
I
if
be
you
getting
but if you go
blizzards
have
from
but if you go have
DQ.
chicken breasts and rice, it's probably going to do a lot better for you.
I can't eat chicken breast and rice while driving down the road.
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm
Look
not
at me.
driving downtown Kansas City trying to eat chicken breast and rice.
I can't look at you and tell you the same thing because you can eat whatever the fuck you want right now. You literally can. But when you're 30 and you're trying to keep that same physique, you're going to be like going, God damn it, I could eat a burger once a month.
God. I be leaving the gym and then I go get a blizzard.
I understand. You can eat whatever you want.
You're young.
Yeah, it's at your age, your metabolism. Yeah.
You're a lot younger than we are, but
if you wanted to really increase your muscle mass, you would not go get a blizzard. You would go get a chicken wrap.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying?
But it's not bulking season.
I'm not talking bulking season. I'm talking about protein.
I get that.
But if
do you get it straight from the tap?
how much protein's in a blizzard?
Absolutely zero.
No, there's a little bit because it's milk. Milk's got a little bit of protein.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you went and had a chicken wrap afterwards, you'd be getting more protein.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you wanted to. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
drink a
bulking
protein shake
season.
afterwards.
Bulking season, you eat fucking 15 fucking pizzas a day.
Yeah. Well,
That's bulking, but that's
It's
not
dirty
good
bulk.
bulk. That's dirty bulk. Yeah.
not worth it.
Because then you got to cut.
Yeah. But then you still gonna have some fat on you because
Right.
it was a dirty
But-
bulk.
But if you eat lean
Yeah,
protein,
you are.
if you eat a lot of lean
What?
protein and not all the sugars that's in a blizzard, then yeah,
Damn.
You know,
it's
it's
just it's
crazy
just life.
the conversations that we have had just in the last 57 minutes. Started off talking about porn, and now we're talking about bulking. I mean, we've talked about conspiracies.
Well, if you watch enough porn, you'll
Politics.
bulk.
God dang. Okay.
It depends. It depends on what you're watching.
Well,
Yep.
depends. Yeah.
Maybe you're a reader.
Why is it that
Do what?
stepmom and stepsister porn is like the #1 searched porn thing now?
What the hell is wrong with this?
I'll
country?
play your silly game. Why is stepmom and stepsister the most searched porn
Stepmom.
fucking categories?
I think because it's like you're watching it and you're going, they're not really related. So what the fuck?
Right.
It's a MILF.
Well, but
It's just content. I mean, it
It's-
gets me hard. You know what I mean?
it's that you're going down that road that nobody wants to fucking and we've talked about this before on the podcast. In biblical sense, according to the Bible, there was Adam and there was Eve. Everybody
So it means
after
we're all
that.
related.
Exactly. So, ergo, everybody is into incest.
Whoa.
But
But-
if you're watching stepmom, stepsister, stepbrother porn, if you're watching that, it's like okay, or stepfather, stepdaughter, or
Arkansas's
whatever.
got it right.
It's like hey,
Alabama.
They're not related, so it
Not
don't matter.
by blood.
Not by blood.
I thought Alabama was cousins. The Arkansas was
Brother and sister.
brother sister.
It's like Larry the Cable Guy said. He had a friend of his called him up one day. He's like, "Man, I'm so embarrassed. I've had sex with my second cousin." He goes, "Well, quit counting."
Wow.
I mean, here's the thing. Now, if you read the book, okay, Adam and Eve's first children were Cain and Abel. Cain became the first murderer.
And then he was thrown out, and he went off and took a wife. Where'd that wife come from?
Exactly.
Was she a different human?
I mean, did you hear
I mean,
banjos?
because there was multiple humans,
Ba-da-ding-ding-ding-ding.
human types on the
Human-
world at that time.
Humanoid.
Humanoids.
Was there though?
Whoa.
Because
This shit got real.
the quote unquote good book says it all started with Adam and Eve.
Right?
But
But I've asked this of several ministers. It's like, well, if Cain left and he took a wife, where did that wife come from? And they didn't have a good answer for me.
here's another one.
Was that 300 years later and a sibling
Right.
who came down?
I mean, back then they did live pretty long.
No, they didn't.
What do you mean?
No.
Come on now.
Like 3
Because
Mu-
they didn't
mu-
have the
mu-
medication.
Methuselah lived over 800 years.
A lot of
If
them
you
live
read
for
the good
hundreds
book,
of years.
Yeah.
Moses was, what, 400, 500, 600
Yeah,
years
600
old?
years.
Something like that. Yeah.
Right. But were
So-
years
so he did-
counted the same as hours now?
Not.
But did Moses have penicillin? I don't think so. He lived in the desert with
Right.
the Jews for over 40 years.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, in the good book, if you will, there's a period of time where Jesus Christ is told that he is the Son of God. And then Jesus Christ starts presenting miracles. There's a 30-year gap.
Not 30 years. Like, he was a teenager, and then when he was in 30s, when he
Okay.
started preaching. Yeah. So 15.
15, 20 years.
He was doing
Gap.
that teenager stuff. you know what I mean?
Gone.
They erased that because everybody knew what teenagers were like.
Okay. And then you're going to tell me,
They're like, oh, that age when he was a great kid, you know, when you're like 65. Oh, yeah, he done this. He played here and blah, 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 blah. What about when he was a teenager? Nah, we don't have any record of that.
okay,
I wish it was like that. Though.
now you're going to tell me
It ain't now.
yeah, I
that
know.
Joseph or Mary gave birth to Jesus Christ without knowing the touch of a man. But do you honestly believe, you're honestly going to tell me that Joseph didn't lay that pipe to Mary
I believe it.
and have more children?
Yep.
Because at that time frame, it was all about how many children can you have?
Right.
Back then they were having like 14 like different children.
Right. And they were getting married at like
12.
12, 14
Right.
years old. Yeah.
Okay, there's mention.
If
you
you were
seen
a
how-
woman and 20 years old, you were an old maid. There
You
was
seen
like,
how old
nobody wants that stank ass pussy. You just stone your
Ran through.
ass. You know?
There's
And it weren't
one
'cause they
mention.
were fat back then. It was
There's-
just something that was wrong with you. It was like,
but did they have an like never mind.
There
No,
was
no,
one
go ahead,
mention
go ahead.
of Jesus's brothers and sisters. One mention, and then they're never mentioned again. So,
Of course.
what did they?
you got
Like-
you got to remember the Catholic Church is the one that put the Bible together,
Going off of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
and there was a lot of books that were left out,
Yes.
including the book of Mary Magdalene.
There is a lot of books left out.
Well, and most
And,
most Bibles-
and the Bible we have, Mary Magdalene was a whore, and Jesus saved her from being stoned.
okay,
But
so
then there's other books that
Dang, she
weren't
could've been toted
released
up.
that could
I'm
have
just
been his wife.
I'm just playing.
I mean, because if Jesus was 30 years old, he'd have been married.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Not-
people
I'm
that
not
were
saying
kind
the
of
teachings are wrong. I'm just saying there's a lot of shit left out.
How did they ever say how old John the Baptist was?
no.
I think he was the Roman Reigns of the day. He was like the champion for like 961 days or something like that.
He was the tribal chief.
He was a
The
tribal chief.
the undisputed universal champion.
But he bowed when Jesus came to get baptized.
Yes. Yes. When Jesus Christ came to get baptized, Juan the Baptiste took a knee, bowed.
It's like, I'm not worthy. You need to baptize me before I can baptize you.
And then he said, this is just a tribute to the greatest song in the world.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, so the whole Blindside album?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brownie points or what?
That wasn't the song I just played.
no.
I know. I'm just,
And-
I'm
and
just saying. I'm just saying.
Fuck you.
Tribute is a song by Tenacious D, Jack Black,
Yeah, fuck
and
Jack Black.
Kyle Black. Hey, I'll be seeing the D not only when I go to the bathroom later on, but at the Starlight Theater in May.
Well, I'm glad.
I'll be seeing Tenacious D.
I'm glad.
I am too.
I'm just
what you're
little.
into.
I'm just a little ass hurt that punk ass band like what they play made it big, and we didn't, just because Jack Black was a movie star before.
Horse shit.
Well, I
Fuck
mean,
Jack Black.
If Jack Black hadn't been a movie star before, Tenacious D wouldn't be shit.
true, but Kyle Gass is an amazing guitar player.
Dang, Jack
too.
Black on a suit for defamation.
There's a lot of amazing. Scott Snow's an amazing guitar player, and where's he at?
I know he's not still working for the Gold Exchange.
He's not on tour with anybody either.
True. I don't know.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean,
I'm just saying. When I see Tenacious D, I'm like going, God damn it! If they weren't fucking movie stars, if Jack Black wasn't a movie star, because we could write that music in our sleep.
yeah.
Just say.
I mean,
Just hit a sore point with me. Sorry.
okay. I mean, it's all good.
I'm glad you're going to see him.
At least you're not snapping hose, quote unquote, as somebody else is. Aiden.
Right. Right. My fault.
You got to be down here when Matt brings his.
His
Oh.
7 foot tall basketball player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'm just playing stereotypes.
We'll hand you a box of tissue and you have to stay outside.
Yeah.
What the
I mean, to tell you the truth, I met Marina when I worked at the Treasury, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she right off the bat, she's like 6'4", 6'5", and then with her dreads up on top of her head, she's about 6'8", 6'9". Very tall, beautiful, independent woman in Kansas City. She's a designer. She's a model. She'll be the most beautiful person that's ever been on this podcast. Period.
Wow. Wow, really?
Yes.
How you gonna diss me like that? How you gonna diss yourself like that? Talk about self-love.
I mean, I'm a realist. I know I'm a fat fucking white dude with a beard. I'm like
Cute fat white guy with a beard.
I'm like 1 in a million fat white dudes with a beard.
1 in a billion. That's just how special you are.
No.
1 in 8 billion.
I'm gonna say a million because I'm a veteran as well. I mean that's less than 1% of the United States.
That makes you real special now. Like how can you hate on yourself?
I
like
mean,
that?
special how? Special like licking the window of the bus special?
Short bus.
Or
Yeah, special Eddie. I'm just like special to me.
yay, that's great!
Shit. We really just went there.
Yeah, that was bad.
I mean, I'm just doing an impression of Jim Florentine doing his Crank Yankers puppet.
Oh, I just did a Theo Vaughn impression. That's all I did.
Fucking Theo Vaughn.
Dude,
Oh my
legend.
God. That dude. I started watching his stand up with Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer is one funny motherfucker.
Oh my God. I cannot wait for his fucking movie, The Machine.
The Machine.
Have you seen the stand up
Yes, I have.
where he totally explains it?
Yes.
That like his second junior year in college, he joined the Russian mafia.
Yes, that's such a funny fucking. Oh my God, so funny.
The Machine.
The Machine! And I fuck cats.
And I fuck cats.
Jalon, you weren't fucking cats last year, were you?
Did I what?
You weren't fucking cats last year, were you?
I was.
You were?
Yep.
You were? All right.
Yeah.
Gage on. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
Now
playing.
I would like to.
So inside joke.
I want to distinguish here or set the record straight.
Just to clarify, he was not fucking cats.
Are you talking like Kentucky Wildcats or K-State Wildcats? Cats?
Or just pussies?
Just pussies.
Just pussies.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
man.
you were hurt last year, weren't you?
Hurt in football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your injury?
It was just a shoulder tweak thing or whatever it was called.
Oh, yeah.
Rotator cuff.
Rotator cuff?
Rotator cuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is that all healed up and everything?
Yeah, it's
And-
all healed up now.
Now he's actually disabled. He's a vegetable. A walking vegetable. Live in the flesh. Nah, but we ready for this football season. It's gonna be a good one.
Good.
I've already told coaches I'm ready to put everything on the line, ready to get noticed.
There you go.
You trying to get that scholarship?
I am. I've told them. I've told people. It's like I'm not gonna go to college unless I get a full ride.
Mhm.
Which is why I'm gonna put everything on the line this season. Put all my film out there. Send it to different coaches. But if not, I got a different plan.
What's your plan?
Pornhub, man.
So
You're gonna be a porn star.
I can make you, bro. Come on now.
Hey,
Come on
he's too tall to be in the midget category.
I know you're not talking right now.
Lord.
I mean, I am taller than you.
I'm sorry. Did you have a Smurf jizz in your hair? Come on now.
I'm sorry. What was that? Oh shit! What happened to Aiden? Oh shit! I can't hear him. Oh shit! Aiden, are you there? Are you there?
Took away my mic privileges.
But that's in the
Damn!
corner, man.
Oh shit!
Did I get my shit back yet or what?
I mean, you tell me. Can you hear yourself in your headphones?
No. Wait. Maybe.
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 See, that's
Give me my
that's,
shit back. That's messed up.
That's a testament for life.
You fuck with the older.
You just
fuck with the
butthurt.
older generation.
You're just butthurt.
Nah, I ain't
I mean,
butthurt. I know
You
I'm.
literally just took
I
my
mean-
mic privileges away.
I mean, we're still DX.
Yeah, I mean,
Greatest,
I know.
Greatest generation since the greatest
Yeah.
generation.
That's
Can I-
right.
Can I have my mic privileges?
You have your mic
They're on,
privileges.
man.
Yeah.
You're good.
I mean, I know I'm 5'7". I also know in 1996 I was 5'9". So, yeah,
Yeah, I'm 5'2".
do the math. That's 2 inches. I was 5'9" when I got out of the Marine Corps in 1996. I was 5'7" when I joined the Army in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah.
My math is not mathing.
I mean, you do go to Urbana, so I'm not going to hold it against you.
Skyline.
Oh, Skyline.
Where did you
Urbana,
graduate
Urbana
from?
State. Buffalo.
Ooh.
That's why.
Okay, when I graduated from Buffalo, we had a football team. Skyline did not.
Okay, we built ours from the ground up. I know the people who built it too.
I mean,
One of them's my coach.
really? I mean, do we want to go there?
Let's
I mean,
go there.
I mean,
I don't-
what do you
I
guys
don't
like?
think- I
Half
don't-
A?
I don't think we want to go there because Bolivar used to kick shit out of fucking Buffalo all the time. That's where I graduated from.
Yeah,
so.
halfway education. I'm just kidding.
I didn't
I mean,
play football in
Bolivar
Buffalo.
kicked shit out of Buffalo. It was just like Yeah.
How often do
When-
they play each other now?
When I moved to Missouri for my sophomore year, I stopped playing football because I didn't think they had it in them to compete with what I played for in Illinois. I mean,
You didn't play football for Buffalo?
no. My junior year, the coach told me I
Because
couldn't
you became
play.
a pothead.
No, actually, I didn't. Not until we joined the band. We had the band going. In the state of Missouri at the time, if you transferred schools, you could not play that first year. So when I moved from Illinois to Kansas City, my sophomore year, I couldn't play. And I played my freshman year. I couldn't play my sophomore year.
Oh,
I moved to Buffalo my junior year, and they said I couldn't play. By the time my senior year came around, my hair was already down to the halfway in the middle of my back, and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not cutting my fucking hair just to
Play one
fucking play
game.
football.
yeah, that's fucked up. So our baseball coach makes his players shave before games.
Shave? What do you mean? Cut?
Like shave
Their
their
face or their
yeah, their
dicks or-
mustache.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Just take the context clues. Come on now.
I was just asking.
I mean,
Like, how perverted is this guy?
I mean, we
You
I don't know,
gotta
it's Coach
shave your
Morris,
balls
so-
before the games,
It's
boys.
Coach Morris, so who knows?
we talked about the hedgehog, and we talked about porn theaters, and now you're talking about a coach making his players shave.
I've known
and-
some coaches that have been a little perverted.
I mean,
Egan.
I'm just saying. I
hope
mean,
nobody from
is he
Skyline-
watching
no,
them
no.
shave?
No.
Then how do they know whether they shave or not?
Well, if their face doesn't have a mustache on it, I guess they've shaved.
Oh, you've got a point. I see.
I know. If I let my hair grow out, it'll cover it up.
I see the sun. Do 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 do.
God. But did you hear about
comes the
that?
sun.
Did you hear about that thing that could be passing soon where I don't know what it's called, but you could literally leave your school and go play football for a different school. And like you while still going to like say Fairgrove, you could still go to Fairgrove but play football for Skyline.
I don't think that would happen.
Really?
Yep.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is dumb.
Because why would you travel from Fairgrove to
But no, listen.
Urbana?
So
play football.
Their goal for this is to give smaller schools more numbers,
Well, I understand what you guys did last year with Max Creek.
which is pointless because I literally had a couple of them come up to me, like some of their main players come up to me and said that they weren't going to play football this year.
But I understand what they did with you guys last year when they had Max Creek
Yeah,
could play
the
football
co-op.
with you guys because Max Creek didn't have a football team.
Yeah.
You're in the same county, and that's fine. Bolivar done the same thing with schools like Fairplay and Mooresville.
Okay, so I take it. So part of that was messed up. If you you don't have to live in the district to go to that school. So basically, their goal is to get more numbers, which could be hard on other schools. It could take them out of business. But while giving other schools more numbers, like smaller schools. But
Well-
like I say, I see like what you guys did with Max Creek last year. That's cool because Max Creek didn't have a football team.
yeah,
If there were some players that wanted to play football, I mean, Max Creek is not that far from Skyline.
yeah.
Same thing with Bolivar. If Halfway kids and Mooresville kids and other high schools in Polk County,
Halfway is merged with Pleasant Hope, I thought.
are they merged with Pleasant Hope
I'm
now?
pretty sure.
Are they? Well, that makes sense because it's just down the road.
Yeah.
But like I say, the schools like Fairplay and Mooresville and stuff didn't have a school or didn't have a football team. If those guys wanted to come play with Bolivar, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Halfway and Pleasant Hope merged, that'd be cool because I'm sure Pleasant Hope needs they're probably like you guys. They probably need all the help they can get.
Yeah. We have a lot of new freshmen that should be giving us a lot of numbers, but
Look.
they come to the meeting But a lot of
If
them
you
don't
ain't
end up showing up to camp.
6A, you ain't shit.
Could you walk around and know literally everybody at your school?
I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about my nephew, who's fucking 6A state champ.
Big
I mean,
ass school.
they Ray Peck is not really that big of a school.
But
I mean,
was he the starting halfback?
starting linebacker,
how many
strong side linebacker.
Okay.
How many
and
would
they
be in his
beat-
graduating class?
I don't know. Because of
Probably
COVID.
400 or 500.
Well, because of COVID, they split them up into 2 days. Half the class graduated Friday, half the class graduated Saturday. It was just because of the COVID thing and keeping the 6-foot distance between everybody. They could only graduate the class half and half. But for the state championship, they did beat the number 8 ranked team in the nation. And not only did they beat them, but they fucking destroyed them.
Yeah.
27-0.
Wow.
So what you're saying is kids that go to school at a 2A school ain't worth shit.
No, that's not what I'm
No,
saying.
that's just what you said.
Right, because I'm
'Cause-
talking.
'cause
I'm
you
talking
said-
to the boy.
You said 6A,
because he needs to
if you
fucking
ain't-
gear
if
up.
you ain't 6A, you ain't shit.
I mean,
I'm gonna go D1.
I'm
Go
saying
D14.
did you just say you were going to D14?
Sure did.
My boy go get. You ain't gonna see the light of day with that one.
D5.
See, but that's still bad.
But I mean,
he's like I'm going
Your
to
options
he's
are
like I'm
D1,
going to
D2,
South
D3.
Mississippi
I
Christian
know.
College.
I mean,
They
why
don't even
not?
have a football team.
Why not?
I wanna
Terry
start the football
Bradshaw.
team.
Terry Bradshaw. How many Super Bowls did he
My
win?
boy going
Four.
D1 in water polo.
Terry Bradshaw went to Southeast Louisiana State.
In Ohio.
In Ohio.
In Ohio.
Terry Bradshaw went to Southeast Missouri
It's a
State
pool.
and was a backup
Only
to
in Ohio.
Phil Robertson. Mr. fucking Duck Commander himself. Terry Bradshaw was back up to fucking
I'm just saying
Phil.
you were ditching our 2A guy here.
Yeah,
Or
because he needs to try fucking harder.
try harder.
Yeah.
He plays where he plays. It's not a district thing.
No, I know.
Could he start at Ray Peck?
No.
You don't think?
No.
You don't think?
For wide receiver? No.
Running back?
I will say
Middle
this.
linebacker?
I will say that as a defense, no. Aiden would not start as a defensive player on the Ray Peck team. Just because of his size.
You really calling me out right now.
I'm answering your grandpa's questions.
Fair enough.
And I'm just being completely honest. Because the defensive line, which of course you're not big enough for.
Dude, there's literally like a 3'6" guy playing football that's like has college offers.
You're 3'6" and you've got a college job? I thought you were taller than 5 foot.
Bro, I wasn't talking about myself.
No, but I mean, the Ray Peck line, and I haven't been to a game. I did not go to a
English.
game in the 22 season. A game or two in the 21 season, but when my nephew played, like the defensive line, they were all averaging 6'3",
We're not talking about
240.
Aiden's not a defensive lineman.
Right. Now you go to the backs, the linebackers were all between 5'8", 5'10", at least 185, 200. The corners were 5'8", 5'10", and I mean they were only about 165, 190. And then the safeties were a little bit smaller, but they were They were quick, and their defense was pretty fucking on point.
So I think he's calling you out.
That's what it sounds like. You saying I'm not speedy?
I mean, I remember the first game of last season because I was there. I was there rooting on my boy. As a matter of fact, I asked your mom when they were going to put your right name on the back of your jersey. When they were going to start calling you by your right name.
God,
You know,
Henry.
and I
Hayden
made several trips from Kansas City to here, like flying, may or may not have broken the speed limit, to meet up in order to get to a game on a Friday night.
He did indeed do this.
So, I mean, if I didn't believe that you could play at that level, I wouldn't have shown up. Given the opportunity, and had you grown up through that level of school, I think you could have and saw what needed to be done in order to.
How was him growing up and through that school and through that? How I don't understand this because he's a certain size.
Right.
He's not going to be 45 pounds heavier,
Right.
and 4 inches taller if he grew up in Ray-Pac.
No. I get that.
I mean,
But it's having that competition.
the competitions, yeah,
Competition makes you better though, because you learn from your mistakes.
That's one thing, but he's not going to have the different. He's not going to have the size.
No, I'm not talking the size difference. I'm talking the competition in order to be that starting position.
But you were saying he couldn't have competed. He couldn't have started at Ray-Pac because of his size.
On the defense.
No, you said he couldn't have started at Ray-Pac because of his size.
In general.
He wasn't going to be a halfback.
A running back, you could have. Honestly, you could have as a running back because they had some pretty short in stature running backs that were damn good.
What I'm saying is you're comparing a school that's got 1,000 kids compared to a school that's got 100 kids.
No, right. But like I
So
said,
you can't.
I'm comparing a 6A school to a 2A school.
Right. But you're saying if you ain't 6A, you ain't shit. And that's wrong.
And I'm giving shit because that's what I do. I give shit.
But that's wrong.
It may be.
That's fucking wrong.
I may be wrong.
They compete just as fucking hard as those 6A kids. And there's a lot of 6A kids sitting on the fucking sideline when these kids play every fucking down, offense and defense, because that's all they've got to play on the field. The 6A kids, they're playing up there with 65 fucking kids on the field. Half of them don't ever step on the goddamn field.
Because
and the ones that play offense just play offense, and the ones that play defense just play defense. The one that plays special teams just plays special teams. These kids play every fucking down.
Right.
That's my argument. I'm getting a little bit pissed here.
I know.
Don't say these kids couldn't compete with 6A kids on the same level. Because if they had an offense, a defense, and a special teams, if they had all the numbers, they could compete with them. But they can't play offense, defense, special teams against a 6A school who's got different kids playing every time, because these kids are going to play with them for a half. But by halftime, they're going to be fucking tired as fuck, and they're going to lose.
I see what you're saying.
When you got 65 kids on the sideline as opposed to fucking 14, yeah, they can't compete with that. It don't mean these kids ain't got the same fucking heart.
I didn't have a sub this season.
I know.
At all.
Yeah.
What those kids at Ray-Pac probably have 3 subs. Somebody that'll go
Well,
in
they go out and they play offense, or they play defense, or they play special teams. They don't have to play any other fucking deal unless they're really good. And they might play defense, and they might play on the special teams or whatever. You played every fucking down.
Yeah.
I was there.
I know.
I saw him play every down.
But don't tell me they're not as good as 6A kids.
It's a different level, though. Just because of size.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that one team is better than the other. I was giving a ration of shit.
I'm not saying that either. I'm saying these kids got the same fucking heart, if not more, because they're playing every fucking down. They're playing all 40 minutes of a game. Your Ray-Pec kids are playing 15 minutes.
Some.
You know, because they're playing offense, or they're playing defense, or they're playing special teams. Yeah, they got a bigger pool to pull from, and so they're getting the 6'4" wide receivers.
Right.
They're getting the 230-pound linebackers that we don't have here. You can't compare 6A to 2A.
No, you can't.
So don't ditch 2A.
I
Don't
I
ditch
wasn't
4A. Don't ditch 4A.
I wasn't ditzing any of those schools.
You were.
I was giving shit is what I was doing. Because that's
Sound
what
like Ditson and I was taking offense.
I wasn't ditzing anybody. Because if I was ditzing 2A, would I have made that travel to see
No.
Aiden play?
But you just basically said he couldn't compete in 6A.
On a defensive side of the ball, it would have been a very uphill battle for him to compete. If he was in a 6A school, it would be an uphill battle on a defense side. On an offense side, yes. But again, like you said, there's an offense, there's a defense, there's a special teams. There's defensive players that play special teams. There's offensive players that play special teams. But the schools are bigger, vice the reason why they're in that 6A, 5A, 4A, whatever. So they have the ability to have offense, defense.
Right.
On a defensive level, my personal opinion, I don't think Aiden could have done it. On an offensive level, fuck yes, he could have done it. On an offensive level, yes, he would have done it. And on an offensive level, he would have had a better chance. He would have a better chance of a scholarship than on a defense. Case in point, my nephew played strong side linebacker. He got a 75% scholarship to a fucking NAIA school. The guy that played quote unquote weak side linebacker got a 100% scholarship to Northwestern, a D3 school, because he was on the other side of the field. They played the exact same this exact same number of downs. They played the same games. They've played with each other since Pee Wee. But because they were on different sides of that ball, as far as left or right, one got a better scholarship than the other did.
And why was that? Because the other kid got more tackles and more tackles for losses and
tackles and size. Tackles and size is what it came down to, because they would run the ball and they would go off to the strong side. Nephew would fucking stop him. Oh shit, let's go to the other side. They would get stopped there, and the opposing offense would go back and forth.
So who had the most tackles and most tackles for losses and stuff like that at the end of the year?
The guy on the weak side, because he was 2 inches taller, and
That mean he got more tackles?
They ran the ball more to that side.
They ran the ball to the side of the taller guy?
Yeah. That's what I seen.
But he got more tackles. He
It,
got
it,
more tackles for losses.
it came down to he got more tackles,
I mean,
but because the ball was ran to his side. Whereas going the other side, the defensive line would stop him, or the corner would come back and stop him before the linebacker could get him. But it all, unfortunately, it comes down to size. I mean, you see that in the NFL.
I don't see how that comes down to size. If the line or the corners was making the tackles and your
No, I mean,
nephew
even
wasn't making the tackles,
because the ball wasn't going that way. But even if they would have had
but
the
how did that
exact,
come down to size?
I don't know. I'm not a recruiter. Yeah, that's the thing is
mean,
I don't understand
I
it
don't understand it either.
because you look at college quarterbacks that go into the NFL draft.
You better be
If-
6'4".
If you're not 6 foot or taller,
No, if you're 6 foot, you're a short quarterback.
right, and you're not getting drafted.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, there was this guy named Drew Brees that set all kinds of records, won a Super Bowl,
It's not the norm.
who's at 6 foot.
It's not the norm.
And then you got this guy up in New England who runs like a fucking baby giraffe.
Shit.
But he was 6'5", 6'4", 6'5".
Right. And he was the last pick in the NFL draft. And he
you
wins.
got Doug Flutie, who was 5'7".
Right.
But how many Super Bowls did he win?
0. Showed up to 4. But lost 4. AFC champion 4 years in a row.
Get off the heated discussion. Dave, I think you guys play fucking balls out.
We try our best.
No. I know for a fact that Aiden plays balls out. Because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. He's playing every down. He's playing all game long. I know that for a fact. Everybody else on the team couldn't tell you. Because honestly, don't give a fuck. I am there to watch one person and one person only
There's
when I
AJ.
go to a Skyline fucking football game. I am looking for number 3. Where the fuck is
Do you
Aiden?
get to keep your number this year? Cool.
Seniors get first pick.
Cool.
And I told people last year, I was like, hey, if I don't get number 3, we're going to be fighting.
July's like, damn it, I wanted 3.
No, I'll stick with 5.
See, and that's the same thing. And knock on wood, my nephew has kept the same number through high school and in college so far. So it's nice when names are not on the back of the jerseys, or you're in a bigger stadium and you're seeing these kids. You can look for that number, and without having to go through the program and look through the names and everything, okay, hey, yeah, that's the number I'm looking for. And that's the thing is, on a high school level, it's better on a smaller scale because you can see the whole game. You can see what they're doing. You can understand what they're doing. And you can see where the thought process is on everything that comes down.
So Aiden,
What's up?
at the end of the year, and you get a full ride scholarship for SBU or Evangel. Are you going to take that? Or you going to take a quarter scholarship at a D1 school?
That's a really good question. Probably
Because Ricky's going to SBU.
SB or Evangel. Just because
I mean, would you take a full ride at a D2, D3 school?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you get your education.
It's my education. And
Free education, yeah.
on the competitive side of it, obviously D1's super good.
Right.
And with like a whatever SBU is,
NAIA.
Right.
I feel like you can still get noticed.
You can still win a
Yeah.
championship there.
Yeah.
And there's always the portal.
Like I could eventually transfer to a different college.
If you tear it up at like say at SBU or Evangel or whatever, there's the portal, and you could like submit yourself to the portal, and Oklahoma may go, yeah, that kid's got some shit, you know, but then you got to determine what they're offering you.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it a full ride?
That's what Ricky did. Ricky was like, which one's going to give me more money?
Yeah.
And he went with SBU because SBU is a full ride.
Yep.
My nephew.
Because if you don't have full ride scholarship and you like just go to college, you'll be paying on that shit until you're 65 years old.
Yep.
My nephew got a 75% scholarship to Avila. He got a scholarship to Ottawa State, and then the defensive coordinator left and went to Avila, and my nephew decided I'm going to go to Avila, and they offered him the same scholarship, but he's also looking towards the future, and he's like, I want to be a traveling nurse, and in the state of Missouri, Avila is the top nursing university, not college, but university in the state. Your first 2 years are your basic courses, like any college. Your second 2 years are your more focused. Your senior year, you're pretty much interning at a facility. Whether it be a doctor's office, whether it be a hospital, whatever, but you're getting a lot of the on-the-job training, which is great because you're getting college credit for the work that you're putting in. You're learning all of that. He's doing that while playing football, and coming off of a state championship, starter, fucking linebacker and everything. He's special teams. He's last season he was second string linebacker for Avila University. And I'm not faulting him whatsoever, because looking at professional football and looking at what players get drafted in what positions. I mean, we talked about it on the last podcast on the NFL draft. I mean, very few people were under that 5'10" fucking height.
Right.
And, he's looking at the real world, and I'll say this: this generation, he's looking at the future, not what can happen now, but he's like, because the medical field is always going to be there, regardless of where technology goes. Son of a bitch. Cigarette went out. Regardless of where technology goes, we're still going to need people in the medical field.
Or the auto body field, or the mechanics field, or the electrician's field,
Right.
or the building roads field, or, technical college.
Yes. I mean, and it's, he didn't get he didn't get a scholarship to a D1, D2, D3 school. Okay. He got a scholarship to an NAIA school. And for the first time in school history, they were in the playoffs this past season. They got knocked out in the first round, but in the first time
like
in
us.
their history, they were in the fucking national. I mean, they were in, that national title fucking chase, which says a lot. But at the same time, he's getting a fucking education, and it's not a I'm getting a liberal arts location in an 18th century French, whatever. No, he's getting an education in fucking nursing. He will graduate with a bachelor's of science in nursing. I mean, I'm not seeing the negative whatsoever. And, they've got a new coach coming. Avila has a new coach coming in, former wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know the name. And there's a lot of players that are kind of, are we going to play or not? My nephew's freshman year, their quarterback was from fucking Egypt.
Wow. That's crazy.
Wow. Not Egypt, Illinois. No, Egypt as the fucking country.
That's a big transition.
Exactly. And this was, and again,
Like Apu.
yeah,
Throw me the ball.
college level. I mean, this kid
I'm
was.
open. Apu. I'm open. Throw me the ball.
What was
That'd be Hayden. He'd be like, go back to hell. Apu. God damn you. Throw me the fucking ball.
6'7", 240 was their fucking quarterback, their starting quarterback.
6'7", 240.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's Big Ben Roethlisberger numbers there.
Oh, yeah.
When I played my freshman year, our varsity quarterback was like 6'7", 210. He had to wear a back brace. But he was also a starter on the varsity basketball team as well. But
Our starting quarterback in Bolivar was in my class. He was a starting quarterback from freshman year through senior year. And he was like 5'10", and just fucking lights out. We were always there for the COC championship, co-COC championship, just every fucking year. The Republic was our fucking nemesis.
Yeah. Now,
And now our class president from our senior class works for Republic. In our 20-year class reunion, he's like, yeah, I work for Republic. We're like, boo! Get the fuck out of here!
our my freshman year, our varsity, he was a senior, center and nose guard, was 6'6", 245. He had an offer for a full ride scholarship to the University of Illinois. He said, nah, brah, I'm good. He was also in ROTC. He had a Ranger fucking contract. And he went to the Army, to the Ranger Regiment, instead of going to college.
We got a guy in our shrine
Props to
club.
that guy.
Yeah.
We got a guy in our shrine club, and he's got to be 6'4", 6'5", probably 350. Never played it down in fucking high school football, even though the coaches were like, "Going, you get on the team." Nope, fucking farmer.
That's what them boys down in Lamar would be like.
That's what he does now.
I had...
He's like, nope. He's like, Don't want to play. Fuck y'all.
My senior year, I had the coaches coming to me because I would show up to school in, right after summer break or spring. I'd be wearing shorts, and they would see my fucking calves and be like, "Oh, bro, we need to get you. You need to fucking play. You need to play." And my first question was always, "Do I need to cut my hair?" Well, yeah, you need to cut your hair because everybody's got their hair cut this short. And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good."
So you missed your chance at the NFL because you wouldn't cut your fucking hair.
I also knew I wasn't going to fucking college because my grades were shit. I graduated like 218 of 220.
Wow.
But if you'd have played ball good enough, they'd have said, fuck that. And you could have played for Oklahoma. It'd have been okay. Because they didn't give a fuck they wouldn't give a fuck what your grades were in Oklahoma.
A Sooner?
Your 2.6 GPA.
2.6 and be like, yeah, you're good. Oklahoma.
Yeah. Or Texas.
Or Texas.
Yeah.
You wouldn't went to MU because MU's always had a fucking higher standard of fucking grade point average.
That's why a majority of their fucking...
That's why MU has never won a national championship. But...
True, but I will say this: their first 2 years in the SEC, they took the SEC East championship.
Mm-hmm.
When everybody said, "Oh man, MU's going to get fucking tore up by the SEC."
In the last year in the Big 12, they played the Big 12 championship game at Arrowhead versus Kansas State. Or KU.
KU. And MU won it.
No, MU lost that game, but they didn't get they should have been in one of the big.
That was the year before they moved over to the SEC.
Right.
Yeah, because but last year they played in the Big 12. They did win the they won the championship from KU because Missouri has the drum in Columbia.
Okay, they won that game, but they lost the Big 12 championship game to Oklahoma.
Yep.
But then KU got that fourth spot in the big like a bowl championship game, and Missouri didn't get it.
Yeah.
So even though Missouri had a better record than KU, and they beat KU.
I know Missouri played the Cotton Bowl in 2008.
Chase Daniels.
Yep. My brother drove from Kansas City to Arlington, Texas, to the Cotton Bowl, and he may or may not have sent me a video in Afghanistan of him dancing when Missouri won the Cotton Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
So you're ditching on Aiden being a D2 school.
No. Never said that.
Yeah, D2, 6-8, shit. There you go. Wait, 2A, sorry.
It's all good, man. As long as you go out there and you give 100%, you leave it all out on the field.
Oh, you think you be giving 100%? Boy, you got another 60% left in that tank of yours.
My God.
I mean,
are you still alive? Did you feel pain? Pain lets you know you're still fucking alive.
I'm not gonna lie. I take like 2 Tylenol and like 3 ibuprofen before every game. I feel nothing. I just be floating out there. That's why you remember when Ricky trucked me that one game and I got right back up.
Right.
I didn't feel anything.
When you were blocking in front of him, he said, "Fuck you, get the fuck out of the way."
You kept yelling at him to move. I was on the sideline. I heard it.
Damn, you want me to block or not? Damn. I'll just let the guy tackle you.
Got up and said, "Motherfucker, I'm blocking for you. Jesus Christ, leave me alone."
all right. So we have come full circle kind of.
Have we?
I don't know. I can't even remember what the original topic was.
I think it was
Conspiracy.
presidential
Porn.
shit.
Presidential porn.
God, I mean, basically, so we're talking about Clintons. So, I mean,
I did not.
And
have
George
sexual
W.
relations. Yeah, yeah. We talked about smoking bowls with GW.
I played the fifth.
But on that note, you've just listened to another episode of Stu Ham Productions Presents
J&M Solve the World
After Dark.
I've been James.
And I've been Matt. And on behalf of our tens of listeners and our folks in the studio audience, Ish,
Aiden.
and
Jalon.
Jalen.
No, Jalon, not
Jalon.
Jalen.
I'm sorry.
Stereotype. No, just kidding.
Gotta slap the host here.
It's a 2A school, man.
You
like
keep
that.
one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace out.